This video is going to be about using the Explain Everything app 3.0 version to record a video and get it to your iPad. There are many places with Explain Everything that you can send your video directly through the app that it's integrated, but I figure if we do this and we show you how to get it down to the iPad, you can send it to wherever you want to later directly from your iPad. So you can see I've prepared a presentation here, a 2-slide presentation, just a sample thing here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk into the microphone of the iPad, the natural microphone, and it's going to record everything I say, and it's going to record all of my movements when I do that. So I wanted to also show this. If you're starting a recording from scratch, you're going to see nothing there. You're going to mess up a lot of times too. So you can see I've done 7 seconds already and I don't like them. In fact, I've restarted this video like 4 or 5 times, that just for this lesson in particular. So what happens when you have a recording on a slide is if you just want to overwrite that before you begin your presentation, all you got to do is click out of your slide area there and then just click this back button right here. And when I click that back button, it resets this clock to 0. There was 7 seconds there before. Now it's set to 0. If you want to get crazy with this button here and start trying to mix recordings that you've done, that's fine. I'm not into that. I'm just overwriting when I mess up because I like to keep my videos as short as possible. So here I am. I'm ready to record. So all I have to do, and if I check my slides out there, this looks like 7 seconds still, but with this set to 0, it's going to overwrite those 7 seconds that were on there before anyway. So I'm about to click the record button here. I could hit play to see what I said before, but record to overwrite and begin my video. And sometimes it'll say it will replace the current recording, and that's what I want it to do. So I say yes. Okay, today's lesson's on Nashville, and we're going to talk about different things in Nashville, different things like the Johnny Cash Museum, who I'm a big Johnny Cash fan, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the House of Cash, okay, among some other interesting things. So let me move on to the next slide. And this is some pictures from the House of Cash. As you can see, this used to be a sign outside of another location, but this is now in downtown Nashville. And this is actually the cover of a book called House of Cash. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I hope you learned nothing about Johnny Cash here because it was a very short sample lesson. Okay, so I click the pause button to stop. So I'm done with this recording. I can play it back to myself. I can go back and see I have 24 seconds on this slide, 25 seconds on that slide. This should merge. When I process this video, it's going to merge this into one video. It's not going to be 2 separate videos just because there's 2 separate clock counts right there. So if I go back to this slide, I can actually listen to what I said by hitting play. Okay, today's lesson's on Nashville. We're going to talk about different things in Nashville, different things like the Johnny Cash Museum, who I'm a big Johnny Cash fan. So we're going to talk. And I can watch the video and see if I like it or not, but it will merge it into one. I can watch each slide separately, but when I process it, it's going to merge it into one. So let's talk about that now. This button right here is the share button. So once I've gotten this video done, I'm going to click share. And now where do I want to send this video in particular? Okay, so you can go directly to Google Drive or YouTube, and I'm going to make a separate video for that. If you have some of these other applications, you can also use that. Photos will take it to your iPad. Okay, you can export just the PDFs of your images and all those things like that. You could export it as an Explain Everything project also. But let's look at the video itself. Let's get it to our iPad, and then we can send it to where we want to later. So I'm going to click Photos, and it begins to process. This will take longer depending on how long your video is. Okay, and our settings have it as an MP4. You can also change that to an MOV. I tried to keep the video very, very short. And you can see as it's processing on the screen here, I am getting some tips and all of that, but it's going to take a little bit longer to process this video. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this video. I'm going to skip out here. I'm going to process this video. So it's going to take about a minute 30. So when it's done, I'm going to come back to the video here. So now that took about 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes to process. It's done now. Actually, and it was only a very short 50-second video. So if you're getting into 5-10 minute videos, you're going to have to take a screen break from the iPad because you can't exit out of the app while that's happening. There's some tips that go into that. They show you a little bit of tips of different things you can do with Explain Everything on there. They talk about a Mac compressor that they're trying to sell you to make the process quicker. But excuse me, I've never used it. So movie saved to camera roll, okay. So where is it now? I'm going to exit by hitting the home button here. I'm going to get out of Explain Everything. And I'm going to go to my photos on my iPad. Where is it? Okay, you got 3 things down here with your iPad. You got photos, you got shared, and you got albums. The videos are in albums. And it already groups them into videos. And you can see my test one that I did before. And you can see right here is my video from my 50-second video, and it processed it together, and that is now on my iPad. I can click into it and watch it and see what it's like, see if I like it or not. Hit play on my iPad. Okay, today's lesson's on Nashville, and we're going to talk about different things. Okay, so that's it. Now your video is on your iPad, and we're going to talk in the next video about how to get it to other places like YouTube and things like that. Because emailing a video directly when it's really big is hard to do, but you could try it sometimes if it's really small. I hope this video helped you.